Hello.
What's going on?
I'm doing good. It's Friday.
Happy Friday. Okay, y'all. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and most importantly, tell a friend. Okay, on the docket today, I really am beginning to love this show, is Love in Paradise, Season 1, Episode 4, Ultimatum-tums, I think. That's how you say it?
That's how I read it.
Ultimatum-tums. Yeah. This show is so cute. I love it.
It's really good. It's just the perfect format for couples within 1 hour. Like
hmm
do this with 90 Day Fiance, all the 90 Day Fiancés.
Not even an hour because it's on Discovery Plus. So it's kind of like 43 minutes, no commercials. Just
Yeah,
it just goes
44.
from couple to couple
Actually,
to
like
couple.
42 because the part of it is the preview. So yeah, it's really like digestible, like really
hmm
digestible.
Hey KDR.
And I will say this: I thought Discovery Plus was a waste. But
Uh-huh.
then once we decided to review the show, I'm like, oh, this is excellent. I'll pay for this. Excuse me.
hmm And you do get to watch regular 90 Day Fiance, like whatever comes on Sunday night. You get to watch that like starting today, I think, which helps me because Sunday night is really packed
Right.
with shows. Oh my God. So are we ready to start this mess?
Yes.
Which couple you want to do first?
Amber, was it Amber and what, Daniel? What did you call
Daniel,
his name?
yeah. Yeah, and oh, hold on, let me get to them.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
Amber and Daniel.
So with I'm gonna preface this by saying this. I
Uh-huh.
think the main issue with all of these couples is that the Americans went in with expectations. And when you go in with expectations, you're bound to be let down. I think I'm seeing that with all these couples. Now with Amber and Daniel, Amber Boo Boo Kins, listen to us on the commentary zone. Like find a channel, watch this video, dump him,
Yeah. Yeah.
dump him because he's making no effort. I mean, like if he were really trying to make an effort, he would be getting up and like, you know what? I know you just got here, but I need to go into the Capitol to get this paperwork done. That's what he should be doing. Instead of instead him inviting you and his friends out to go out eating and dancing and drinking beer and you paying for it.
I know when she walked out, like I was like, so who's paying for that? All those cervezas. Because that's why they invited her.
Of course.
And you know, why can't it just been the two of them? Especially after they had the blow up the last time with him and his brother there. Why not just do it with you and her to pacify her if you know that's what you're going after? It's just really weird. Hey Susan, hey crazy cat mama. Um she sees the red flags because I think
Hmm.
she mentions it. She sees the red flags, and it's just like, girl, why are you trying to make a different outcome than what we all
Hmm.
know what's gonna happen? Oh my
Exactly.
God. And she's really worried about money.
Yeah.
And notice that I'm not even like stressing him talking to the other girl because we all know that he cheating. Let's just call a thing a thing. We all
Yeah.
know.
Come on now. Come on now.
Don't think that you're that special, Amber. But um, I don't understand why she got so angry over that when there's so many other things to be angrier over.
I would be angrier at the fact that I'm paying your bills. That's I need you to focus, ma'am. Focus
But
on the thing.
here's my issue. You say, well, she just got there. I'm sorry. I need to go to the Capitol to get this paperwork done. But he been quit his job. He should have had the paperwork done and holding out to her at the airport with the flowers.
Yeah, no, that's what he should have done. But I'm looking at from where he is now, like where they are
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she like lit into him, like night one, I made it my business to be up and out and leaving her a note like, "Hey, went to the Capitol, be back." But he's
Daniel's
23, so
lazy.
he's
Daniel
lazy and he's
is
23.
lazy.
He's
And
lazy and
his
23.
brother is lazy too.
Mm.
And I'm wondering if they brought the friend to the bar in the hopes that he could get on the gravy train too. Like, oh, I was so offended by this couple. Hey, Black Lavender. Um, anything anything else about them?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh, one thing, like when he said, when she dances, she's hot. I love the way she dances. I'm like, okay, where I'm from, we would kick her off the dance floor. Just saying, no shade. We
I've
kick her
seen
off.
worse. I when people come to I was surprised she actually stayed on rhythm. She had a semi decent whine, semi decent. Um, I for the
Okay, I was
Caribbean as a tourist, I wouldn't have been overly critical. That's how I'm
okay.
judging her. In the
So I
Caribbean as a
mhm.
tourist, I wouldn't have been overcritical.
Okay, so I look at it from dancing for years. So I was a hip hop dancer for years. So when I see people, I'm like, ooh, baby, come over here. just just like when you can't dance, there's an old and golden rule. What you do is you get your drink right,
Mm-hmm.
and then you kind of stand up against the wall, and
Uh-huh.
then you just two steps side to side. The reason why you have the drink in your hand is
Um,
because it makes you less awkward because people who can't dance they don't know what to do with their hands and their hands and their arms, so they just flail
uh-huh.
everywhere. It looks like no. When you have the drink, all you have to do is just yeah, just move side to side. That's all I'm telling you. You know, if you're really uncoordinated, you need to have your back against the wall. If you're
But
semi coordinated, you could be like in the open.
what did you think about him? Because I didn't think he was that great of a dancer either.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Okay, so it was the two of them. I didn't
It was
want to
two of them.
just judge her
Right.
without speaking on him too.
Yeah.
But yeah, but well suited pair on the dance floor.
Yes.
Yikes. Okay, so who's next?
Ariana and Sheldon. So here's
She
Ariana, baby.
frustrates me.
Here's the thing. She's trying to make him rectify that poor decisions that she made.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said this last time, my opinion is this: her and her mother are embarrassed because she got pregnant basically out of
Uh-huh.
wedlock, and she doesn't want to be seen as the girl who goes to the island and gets knocked up. So she's trying to push him into marrying her, and that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take the situation as it is and work with him instead of trying to force him into something he's not ready for. I respect him so much for telling her, I'm not ready to be married. I don't know you.
Right.
Don't rush me into this. I have so much respect for him for that.
But
But go ahead, go
how
ahead.
does she feel comfortable marrying a stranger? Because that's how I see them. They're strangers to each other.
Yeah, but she's focused on her image and how she looks. If you listen to how she talks, like really listen, it's all about her. It's nothing to do with him. It's what she wants, she needs, what he's not doing for her. Like
But what is he
nothing.
supposed to do for her before the child's born? She keeps on bringing up like you're not helping, you're not like
Right,
financially. What is he supposed to be doing for her?
right. And people may not like this take, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, I'm gonna stick to this. She's embarrassed that she got pregnant while on
But there was a
vacation.
solution to that.
Yeah, birth control, like condoms, is really easy. Like 50 Cent could have saved
Mhm.
you thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Fifty
Why are
Cent,
you raw dogging with someone that you just met in a foreign country?
exactly. And Katie has a. I was getting to this part, Katie. Their maturity level, him being 35 and her being 25, just shows in their interactions.
Yeah, I think he was completely honest with
Mm.
her. Like she keeps on accusing like her and the mother of circling around the issue. But I think he's been pretty much upfront. I don't know you. I don't want to get married in 90 days. I don't think I want to leave my country. Um how much clearer could he get? Or are we hearing two different things?
No. And you know what it is with her? And this is another take, and I want everyone's opinion on this. She has what we call the typical American attitude that, like, oh, if you just come to America, your life will be so much better because America is just so much better than your country. She has that attitude because she keeps trying to get him to come here, and they're like, he's like, I'm cool here. Like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he lives in a beautiful, to me, it looks like a beautiful place. He's
Mm-hmm.
enjoying his life. He's always having fun. Why would he want to come here and start literally from scratch in like one of the most expensive countries in the world? Why would he do that?
With no guarantee of getting a job, because I'm assuming he still has the job at the adult
Hmm.
resort,
Right.
and then his family has the boat that services the
Right.
resorts. Things might be a little slow now, but that's two jobs.
Right.
you know Excuse me, like I know he did bring up that one of his friends like lost his job, as did a lot of Jamaicans, due to the panorama.
Right.
But he seems to be okay, because it's
Right.
not like he's asking her for money in the case of
Right.
Daniel, right?
Hmm.
um
And then
I
think with this way too, though. She's complaining that he's not helping her now. Ma'am, if you bring him over, he can't work for at least 6 months. What are you talking about? What are you going to do then?
yeah, yeah, the days of shotgun weddings are long gone. Yep. I'm worried about her being a mom, never mind a wife, one thing at a time, Ariana. Um, if I could, I would move to the Caribbean.
And my thing with her is like, ma'am, okay, he doesn't want to come here. Like, if you want support, like you can obviously travel. Why don't you just move there for a year or two and see what
See,
happens?
you notice that I didn't comment on Crazy Cat Mama's comment. Moving to the Caribbean isn't like all sunshine and roses. It's
Of
super
course,
expensive. It's super
no. But
expensive.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. She's pregnant. What I'm saying is the reason why I suggest it is because she's
Hmm.
pregnant, so she's not going to be probably working anyway. Why not take
Hmm.
that time to move down there, get to know him, have the baby, let him bond with the baby, and see your relationship goes within a 1 year period. That way, if it doesn't work out, you can always come back and be with your mom. That's the way.
And
That's
where
the
do
way
you
I'm
want her
looking at
to
it.
have the baby again?
She can have it in Jamaica. Oh, is that bad? It's not the best.
No, it's not even that. I'm gonna I'm gonna bring up the point of what's she name? Tiffany and Ronald. Have that baby here. Because if you have it there, you're gonna have to go through the extra step of registering it with the
True.
with the US Embassy to make it a United States citizen.
True. Okay.
And he will be there to sign the birth certificate. Don't do that.
Mm.
Have your baby here in the United States. If he's not there to sign off on the birth certificate, worst case scenario, and I'm not advocating this, but if you need financial assistance,
Mm.
it's easier if there's no father on the birth certificate,
Okay. I'll go with
because
it. I'll
it,
go with
it
it.
further delays it, because when they see that, they're like, oh, but it has a father. Why can't we get
Child
money
support.
support?
Why?
Yeah,
Why are you on child support?
right.
I got you. Makes sense.
I'm not advocating that,
But
but and then in the case of custody as well, it does make it easier if the baby is a United States citizen by birth and there's no father on the birth certificate. You're just adding more layers of paperwork and red tape for someone to claim paternity.
mm,
Just saying.
no, it makes sense. I got you.
But yeah, and I did one last thing on their scenario. I did like her sister's comments, because I don't think she's telling the mother and the sisters what she's getting from Sherlon.
Mm.
because he's of the opinion you and I can talk about this. He is dancing around the subject with her mom Karen because he feels that this is their relationship, and he's telling her, but she's not relaying that same message to them.
Right.
And her sister's like, look, just let us know up front, and we'll take care of our sister, because I think they already know they're gonna have to take care of her.
Right.
So
When you put it in those terms and lay it out that way, I think your way is the best way. So I can go with that.
yeah, I think she is trying. I agree with you. She's trying to make up for her mistake. This isn't the way, though.
Mm-mm.
um I live in California. I would hope it isn't much more expensive than it is here. It's expensive and less convenient because all the conveniences we have here, you don't typically have there. So you still have, like, I still had to travel to the States to stock up and ship stuff home.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, but that's because, like, for a lot of people who don't travel that much, we just put up with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, where you could try it out, Crazy Cat Mama? You could try it out in the US Virgin Islands. A lot of people like go down there to live. It is it's the US territory. It is in the Caribbean. Puerto Rico is another option too, but um it's still expensive because you have to pay for everything to be shipped, whether you
Mm-mm.
buy it on island or you send it down as well.
No.
Like, you pay that extra transfer. You ever notice, like, when you're ordering something online and they say either not available to be shipped to Hawaii, Puerto Rico, or
Yeah.
USVI, or Alaska even, and if it is, additional shipping charges are applied. So
That's right.
yeah, you're paying for paradise basically.
Yeah. I'll stick to the United States. Thank you.
It's a nice place to retire to, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Um, they're going to an immigration specialist.
No. Mm-mm. Bad move. She's annoying me right now because she's just immature is what it is.
Yeah, poor thing, but she'll figure it out. Whatever. Who's next?
Let's do Kay and Mark. Again, Mark. Now I like them, but Mark doesn't want to make any concessions. Sir, she just wants you to learn her language so she can
Yeah.
communicate with you easier, the way she's doing for you. And I was with him. I'm like, why do you know about her divorce? All you need to know that she's divorced. Keep it
Because
moving.
he's insecure. He probably
He
feels
is.
like, well, I need to find out why she divorced him. So just in case, like, it doesn't happen with me.
That's okay.
Well, what makes you so special, Mark?
But he was like to find out that he was ignoring her, like just watching the soccer, traveling, and drinking a little beer. I mean, I cheat on
Mm-hmm.
you too. So it's a lack of
Yeah.
attention, which is easy to overcome. And I do think there is some insecurity because he's just everything is. What have you noticed with him? Everything's a problem. Is it me or is everything a problem? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's always an obstacle versus Kay, who's just like, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do that. Let's just go. She's like, let's just go with the flow, see what happens. He wants hard, firm answers. I'm like, well, like she
Mm-hmm.
pointed out, she has a whole life. She has a
Yeah.
whole business that she didn't build. Like to leave that, I don't blame her.
Yep.
And if he doesn't quit it, she's going to dump him until he leaves.
Yeah. The way how he laid out that ultimatum, like you say, ultimatums are never good, but I don't like how he did it. And I also noticed that you saw when she was trying to get him to speak Spanish, and it was
Hmm.
just like very hesitant, resistant. But then when she's speaking English, he's trying to correct her.
Right.
And I was like, don't do that. She didn't ask you for that. Like, you're lucky that she's talking to you at all in English.
Hmm.
Hey, do good letters. Um, I wish him the best, but I don't think he's reading her current life situation. Like, I think she's really into free love. She's
Mm-hmm.
already told him that she's not planning for the future. She's living in the moment, in the day, in now. But yet he wants her to plan. That's not what she's into.
Right.
She's not doing that.
Mm-mm.
Um and I really don't think she cares whether he comes or goes or not.
I wouldn't say that. I think she cares, but she won't be bullied or pushed into a situation she's not comfortable in.
Mhm.
That's what it is, and he's not understanding that. She's like, look, this is what it is right now,
Mhm.
and he's,
But he
mm-mm.
could be there or not.
Yeah,
Because right now, like, she's like, I'm getting tired talking in English to him.
mm-hmm.
He's not making an effort. And
Zero.
it's almost like he's trying to change her.
Right.
And what is she supposed to do when she go over there besides eat peanut butter?
Exactly. That's according to her. That's all we got. Just peanut butter now.
I almost feel like he thinks she could do like drop whatever you're doing because you can't be doing that much and just come to California to be with me because I'm
Right.
it. Is it coming across that way from Mark?
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's come across to him.
crazy.
Like I think it's come across as like, well, if you really loved me, you would just move.
Yeah.
That's what it's coming across, and with no concern for her situation, because she's not trying to put herself in a situation where she's totally dependent on him, and she's smart.
And why doesn't he just move back to Panama? He did it once before.
Right. And my thing is, sir, like, if you can pick up and just go to Panama for a couple of months, like, what do you have going on? It can't be that much.
Yeah, because what is his like employment status in California? Do we
We don't
know?
know. We don't know.
Because if like she has established a business over these past
Yep.
5 years with clientele, like I guess it's her fitness stuff.
Mhm.
She's got a good life. She's not tempted by any of her old habits there. She's very healthy and happy. um what's he what's we don't know what his situation is in California. Like, I
Nope.
can't say that I'm fully siding with him or her because I only know her. She's been free and
Right.
open with her stuff. But with him, I'm looking at you side eye, Mark. What do you have to offer this girl?
Exactly. To where, like, I mean, if you're offering her, like, well, let me put it this way: he does live in Huntington Beach. I want to reiterate that it
That's
ain't cheap.
expensive. Yeah.
It ain't cheap. And it's like his house is nice, and he has a nice vehicle, so he's doing okay for himself. Man, when you're offering to bring someone over, he seems to
Mhm.
have the understanding that I will support you. And she's looking at it like, no, you're not. I'm not gonna let someone support me and put me in a bad position. So I get that. I get her.
Correct.
I
She's in
get
her
her.
mid 30s. Like,
Yes.
really?
Mhm.
As much as we criticize as many people on here that are looking for like somebody to support them, I have to give her kudos for saying, I've got it good here.
I'm
I've got
cool.
it good here.
I'm cool.
Mhm. Um the surfing was kind of fun.
Yes.
I'm dying to go to Panama. Jeez. Okay, so okay, so we did Amber, Daniel, Kay, and
Martine.
Mark. So we want to do Martine and Steven are the last ones.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this show. Okay, so
I'm saying, like, okay, is it me, or do you not love his family? I love his family. They were asking all the right questions. They seem to like her. They seem to like her.
surprisingly.
And they were asking questions like, what? And they're looking at him like, what are you doing? Like, like, what's going on here? 3 years and get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom was so cool to Martine.
Mm-hmm.
She was able to give Martine advice
Mm-hmm.
and not throw her son under the bus. And what struck me is when she said, you should trust in him because he introduced you to me. Because
Mm-hmm.
he can't bring you to me and then introduce me to Sue next week.
But she also said, and this is the mark of a true Bajan mother, if I knew that my son was unfaithful, I'm not going to talk to you about it. I'm going to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Who, wait,
Mm-hmm.
I got to ask you, who was the no neck man at the table? Was that his brother?
I think it was his brother.
Okay. Mm. I like Barbara.
Yes.
Barbara was everything for me. And let me tell you, Martine, how you ain't eat that woman food? You know, that was the
Right.
first thing that she said. How come you ain't eat?
Right.
Insult number one.
And then she said, "Let me warm over something for you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you gonna eat." But
Mm-hmm.
Martine was so nervous because I could tell like you were just concerned because you don't want to say the wrong thing, and I get it, but I like the fact that she felt comfortable enough to speak to his mother about her concerns, and her mother did a great job letting her know
Mm-hmm.
like this is how it is, this is how relationships go, and if you've come this far, see it through.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's not the first time that she's met his family.
Oh right, yes,
So it, I think there was a higher level of comfort for her to talk to
mhm,
Barbara than it was for him talking to her parents, because she gave him no warning, and then he was dumped into that call, and it was kind of like an interview.
right,
Um and it was awkward.
it was.
It was super awkward. Um, I loved his dad. His dad, I love that he deferred to Barbara. I loved it. Mm-hmm.
He's like, baby, you got this.
Mm-hmm. But did you notice that most of the dinner outside, Barbara sat back. She ain't say a word. She
Mm-mm.
ain't say a word. It
She
wasn't
was
until they
scoping.
went into the kitchen that she really, or right before they went inside, that's when she started talking,
Mm. Agreed.
saying, I'm gonna need y'all to move this along. It's been
Mhm.
3 years. So, oh, that should be quite interesting. I don't think, um, again, I think Steven thought of this relationship with Martine as a vacay fling,
Right.
and she is thinking that it has evolved beyond that. Have they been talking to each other at all in 3 years?
It seems like it, but I think what it is that so remember like after the first year he cheated and there was a loss of trust. So
Hmm.
she took the relationship all the way back to day one basically, and
Okay.
is rebuilding. So to me, this is basically a 2 year relationship.
Oh,
So she
but I
said,
don't think she has the level of trust
"No,
completely built back.
it's gonna take a minute," and I don't think it's. I don't. I and for her, I'm gonna say this to hopefully help her. She'll probably never see this. Ma'am, you can't expect him to propose when he can feel your lack of trust because you bring it up quite often.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
how you like if you don't trust him, why would he ask you to marry him? I kind of need her to look at that.
But if he's not really that serious in the relationship, like I don't think they're at the same level. Like I think she's
No.
like ready,
Mhm.
but still not trusting. And I don't understand how she could be ready, but she hasn't committed her trust to him.
Correct.
And he's still down here thinking, oh, we're kind of like F buddies.
Yes. She's my vacation girlfriend, basically what it is.
Yes. And I let her meet my kid and my family because I
Right.
needed some place to take her on one of these nights that she's here. I also wonder, there were questions about, will she move to Barbados or will he move up
Mhm.
there? What will he do? Has he ever gone to visit her, or is she the only one coming down to
It's
Barbados?
because she's the only one doing the traveling because
And
she travels
how
for vacation.
But then how come his parents don't know her full backstory? Because they're like, oh, she's not even from the islands. Uh, her parents are Haitian.
Right. I was waiting for her to say that, and she never did.
So they never asked her where her people from. Like I know my mother, whenever she meet, well, when she had her common sense, but the first thing out of her, where are people from?
Hmm.
They want to know your whole genealogy tree,
Right.
so that they could size you up based on the ancestors. I don't, I don't
No,
get
it's
it.
true. It's true.
I told you we real straightforward in my family.
The South is the same way. Like, where are your people from? Oh, and you just tell them my people are from here, 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 and here, and they're like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, okay, and you get to like, okay, you okay, and
Mhm.
then but then they wonder, well, where? So it's oh, grandfather's from here, grandmother's from here.
Yep, and the last
Oh,
names are always important
oh yeah,
because
I,
secretly,
they do backstory, they do research for plans.
well, no, secretly they want to make sure we're not related.
That too, that too. I could tell you what my grandmother's maiden name.
Mhm.
I could tell her. Yeah, I can go back a couple generations,
Mhm.
let you know exactly. My grandfather, not so much, but my grandmother, yeah. Like, oh,
Mhm.
really? Where in such and such? I'm like, oh, from grandfather's from this, grandmother's from here. Like, oh, okay. I'm like, and on the other side, they from here and here. Like, oh, your whole family's from the south? Yeah, pretty much. That's where the people. That's where the people is. So
Mm. So anything else with them?
no, this is. I love the show. Love the format. Easily digestible. I'm gonna say this, and I normally don't um you know, shout out streaming service, but Discovery Plus for this show is really good and it's easily digestible, easily digestible, and
Mhm.
it's a
Mhm.
very good show. I highly recommend it.
It goes by so quickly. I got up early this morning to watch it. And I was just
Hmm.
like, oh God, this is going to take forever. And then, like, next thing you know, we were looking at the preview for next week. And I was like,
Yep.
wait, what? Four couples. That's it. And you see everybody each week,
Yes.
and I have a feeling this will be like a compact capsule for a season.
Hmm.
Probably no tell all,
Tell
which I
all.
wish they would do a tell all because I'm kind of interested to see how everything shakes out. Because I'm hoping that Amber dumps Daniel and his entire family that she's
Yes.
supporting.
And the friends who are
Um,
trying to jump along too.
yep, yep. For Key and Mark, sentimentally, I would like to see them together, but do I think it's going to happen realistically? No, because I don't think he doesn't want to compromise as much as he wants her to.
Hmm.
And Ariana and Sherlon, I don't think that's going to work out. And I'm Team Sherlon on this.
Hmm.
Um, I think he's trying to do the adult thing, and
Yes.
I think she has a rude awakening coming to her. And then my boy Steven and Martine, I don't want to see them together.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's just it. All right, guys, that was Love in Paradise season 1, episode 4, Ulta Ultima-tum-tums.
Yes,
They need to do better with these damn titles. I'm
they
too
do.
old to figure this crap out. So, guys, let us know what you think. Leave a comment below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Oh, wait, speaking of thumbs up, why y'all ain't remind me to do a thumbs up? You know I'm old and forgetful. My goodness. Um, Subscribe, tell a friend, join us in the conversations. We want to hear what you think about this show. We know that, you guys might not be watching it, but just let us know if this is something that you want us to continue talking about because it's a hot mess. Love it.
But it's so good though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are good. Everyone have a wonderful weekend.
Yes. And until next time,
Of course.
bye.
Bye.